Hey there guys, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. How are you all doing? Today I'll be doing another fragrance review from the great house of imaginary authors. I don't have a full bottle of it, but I'm just showing you a packaging from this house. This package actually sort of brought out this perfume, which I did review, Waffle Cone, whiff of Waffle Cone, which I reviewed, which was thanks to Ryan Ferdous Auveek bhai. And with the sample, with the bottle, there was a small sample attached. So I'm going to be reviewing that as well. So this fragrance is called Whispered Myths. Okay, this is one very different kind of fragrance we'll be looking at. It's a niche perfume, and these fragrances are a little bit on the expensive side, but I'll let you know if it's worthy looking at. So I'm wearing this on my hand, and it's kind of like a different, and it's more towards the niche side. Thank you, Auveek bhai, for your patience. I have taken my time to do the reviews. I was not well. So the fragrance, it's I reviewed many fragrances from this house until now, and I feel blessed despite I don't own anything from them yet, but I did review many of them. Thanks to Fragrance BD, who are official distributors for this perfume in Bangladesh, and thanks to my brothers who lent me their fragrances, Dr. Jeffrey, Auveek bhai, and whoever else. So this fragrance was released. I'm looking at Fragrantica just for information. I think it was not released recent time, 2017 release, and the fragrance, it's a bit different. They have notes like, let me read the notes from Fragrantica: natural Cambodian wood, cantaloupe, cedarwood, musk dana, I don't know what that is, maybe musk, honey, and salvaged shipwreck. That is not a real note, it's an imaginary note, which they do use. Imaginary authors means they use imaginary notes to give it sort of like this idea, like Mason Martin Margiela, they have beach walk, similar sort of theme, both house. So let me show you how the bottle would look, what to expect. You'll get a book like this. This is not the same fragrance though, but you're gonna get the book-like presentation, which is very nice, and it has magnet. Okay, the bottles stay like this. The bottles are really very simple looking, but they're actually good quality. Atomizer is very good, and the bottles, I think I like them, and they put the notes on the bottle sometimes. The cap will have detailing, and the atomizer is very good. Let me show the atomizer of these bottles. Okay, it's good. Oh man, this is one of my favorite, the waffle cone. We've had waffle cone. These are very beautiful. So yes, these fragrances, yes, they give nice presentation. Okay, so prices on these you have to check, but not heavily discounted. So the official sample, man, that waffle cone I sprayed, it's just filling up my whole room. So good. So Whispered Myths, it's not similar to that. It's a very different kind of fragrance. Let me spray this and talk about it. So all the notes that I told you, they do not sound like very appealing. Cantaloupe, like cantaloupe juice, like it's always give me the feel of winter melon. I tried those fruits in Malaysia from time to time. So I tried all sort of melons, fruits, the exotic ones. So I know I'm familiar with the fruits, and I even tried the Japanese version of their juice. It has sort of like, not everybody likes cantaloupe juice, but some people do. So it does have that realistic cantaloupe smell. When you cut it open, inside it's this nice sort of melon vibe, kind of green, kind of like it's not watermelon, it's different. Not everybody's gonna like this. It has this sort of this milky, kind of like a sour smell, that you, a little bit of green, if you see cantaloupe, a little bit green, a little bit of orangey, yellowish color. I get that. And it's very strong. But this fragrance is a little bit on the animalic side with due to the oud, okay? And oud, I think there's amber. It's kind of like this animalic sort of a woody, patchouli perhaps, kind of a weird mix. And then the fragrance, it's kind of like animal. It's like, if you do not like animalic fragrance, powerhouse fragrance, you're not gonna like it. It's a very mature smell. I really like the old manish vibe. It's a very vintage smell. It's like literally think of old libraries with, or old house with this old staircase made of wood, or like this a shipwreck, right? So the ships, they have wooden ships, they have salty water that absorb, and it has this natural sea smell mixed with the wood and the sand, that sort of a thing. If you like LDDM, that comes to my mind. So this fragrance, I love it a lot. I like it a lot. It's very daring, it's very niche, it's very creative perfume, and perhaps it will work really good in cold weathers, even in summer nights. It's very mysterious. Strength is very good, very strong, long-lasting perfume, and I think this could be like, if you want a performer version, this is a good performer fragrance. Okay, when I smell it, I don't see women rocking it with that much confidence. Perhaps I hate to say this, but why do I imagine like a 60-year-old man with a pipe? He's just smoking with this white beard, very nice guy, um, reading a book, perhaps no mobiles, no technology, good old times of 70s, 80s. It brings back sort of those memories, you know. So the fragrance, it's kind of like a timeless kind of a fragrance. It's not uh, any of the fragrance that's current trend going on. Let's say Dior Sauvage, Versace Dylan Blue, Aventus. This one has nothing to do with those. Very unique composition. Little bit of smoke perhaps, but I like it. I like it. It gets dark. It gets the agarwood. It gets very dark, but it's still polished. It doesn't cross that like border. It doesn't jump onto the Middle Eastern territory just yet. But it's as dark as it gets from a niche or indie house. Okay, very solid fragrance. You really have to get a sample like this and see, put it on your skin if it works for you. Okay, this is not a blind buy worthy. It's not a fragrance I would recommend that you run and buy. This is a hidden gem that's gonna smell like Baccarat Rouge. It's gonna get you tons of compliments. This is not gonna perhaps do it, but people will not tell you that you smell like 10 other guys. That uniqueness factor is 10. How much do I like it is my most favorite. It's one of my favorites. Definitely, if I do top 10, it will be in the top 10, but not in top 5. Okay, if you just ask me my humble opinion, this is just my opinion. Obviously, that's not universal, but definitely get a sample set. Like they sell sample sets, right? Get 10 fragrances. Out of those 10, you might find 2 or couple more for full bottle worthy. Okay, so overall, I'm giving this Whispered Myths, I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10. What I smell from it, the uniqueness factor is very high in this. Longevity is good, but it's not very versatile or compliment garner. So I will not recommend it as a safe blind buy. Thank you, Auveek bhai, for your bottle courtesy and sample courtesy. And if you have a hard time hearing me, I know my voice is down because my strength is low. So after doing reviews, I feel very weak, then I go back to sleep. So at least I can finish the work. Use a headphone if you can't hear me properly. Have a nice day, stay safe, and stay home. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.